the northern winds blow stands a craftsman, where the tall timbers grow with a chisel like a warrior's spear. Every cut brings the old world near. Hear the Asher in the turning tree, Odin whispering, let creation be. From the north, let the shavings fly, under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring, Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost, let the wood come alive. Benjamin turns the tales of the Viking tribes. Of the Viking tribes. Ash and oak hold the songs of the bold, echoes of the battles that the skalds once told. Tools sing soft in a rhythmic glide, as the grain shows the secrets it tries to hide. Loki's laughter in the chips that fall, but your craft stays true through it all. From the north, let the shavings fly, under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring, Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost, let the wood come alive. Benjamin turns the tales of the Viking tribes. Raise your meat to the maker's hand, to the craft and the clan of the northern land. Every bowl is a saga born, carved from dusk and shade till morn.
Okay, now let's do this right. Treating this as a brand new stream. Remember, last week I did this, right? The Viking Sunset Bowl. Designed by Nick Ager, made by me. Yeah, so I thought to myself, wow, there's nothing we can do to top that stuff. But we can make a Moonrise Bowl or a full moon bowl or something in that regard. Or plateau, whatever we've got to call it. So let's do that. It's similar, but different color scheme. I'm going to try to make some fog and waves, and I don't know how well it's going to go, or even if I'm able to, but we're going to try it anyway. So let's try this. Right. Found the center, drill the pilot hole like we normally do when we put something on with the worm screw. So the worm screw, it's really important to make sure that it's seated. It doesn't twist more than a little bit, and it's pulled out like this before it's tightened. Now this is metal on metal, so you don't need to tighten it that hard, but it needs to be there anyway. And we're going to offer up the piece and spin it on like this. All right. And it doesn't matter if it goes on a little bit crooked. It's just the teeth of the worm screw itself going in a little bit crooked. Because when I tighten it like this, it flattens out like that. So we're all good. Right. And I was just using a, what do you call it, a chisel. And I cut myself with it because it's sharp like it should be. Is that a moron? So, I'm going to take the... no, I'm not recording today, mate. So, the tailstock is going to go... Let's find the center. That's an easy way to see where the center is, right? Now I'm gonna have my tail stuck in for a little bit of support because it's gonna need it. The reason I do that, Michael, is everything here is gonna put into short form videos as a full story of the stream. And we don't know, some new wood turner might come here first time. And you know, might learn something and stick around because of it. So let's get that in. Oh, that's perfect. We didn't get that. So that's there, that's good. Now, make sure it doesn't hit anything when we try to spin it. So like this. Everything is nice and secure. And as soon as that stops bleeding, I'll take that little band-aid off. What was that link you sent me there, Michael? Did you say the food safe code you were looking for? Northern Grit Aggressive Paste. What was that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that looks about right. But you need to look that up yourself, if that code is European standard. That's the code for food safe. Okay. Well, yeah. But there's difference between food contact and food safe. Because one is safe to be in contact with food, the other one is safe to be digested. And there's a difference. Right. So I'm going to start with the low speed on the lathe. Go. I've still got quite a bit, mate, so don't worry about it. Okay, so now we're going to go, oops, that's loose. Get that camera in there, because that's always a nice cut. Right, what we always do, as soon as we got the speed up to where we want it to be, they do perform well, Michael, and I've seen that. That's cool. Let's get the speed up until it's... Yeah, that's about fine. That's about 800 RPM. Heel on, like this. Twist the tool. And then it starts cutting. And then we start pulling forth and back. Until we got a smooth and flat back sides with no vibration. So you see the vibration here. And in here there are none. Means that it's still not smooth out here. And if you think it's going too slow, you just take a little bit more material off. But be careful. The more material you take off, the easier, the higher the risk of a catch is. Right. So the same goes for this part here. Let me just take off the watch a little bit, because put the heel on, start lifting the tool and turning it until it starts cutting. And just slowly take away the wings. And make sure that the wings, you go all the way out, you don't leave anything. So it always bent. You can see there, like, this is a curve to it. And that curve should always go towards the top side of the ball. Like this is the bottom, the other side is the top side. So it should always bend like that. And if you get to a point when you're overextending your tool too much, it means it's time to move your tool rest. While I do this, I lift my backhand up to try and get contact with the tool all the way to get this somewhat of a smooth cut. Okay. Now you can see we got a smooth cut here. Now this is the part where the tool starts to overextend, which means I'm starting to get vibration and a bad cut. So this is the part where it's good, which means my tool should not extend more than this if you want a good cut. So there's basic wood turning there for you guys. Right, so let's go. Let's see if we can get a little bit more angle. See, I'm trying to angle my tool rest with the curve I did, so it's going to be a little bit longer here, a little bit longer there, or really close there, which means I got something to work with and from. Right. So the same thing again, heel on, lift tool, start rolling, lifting your backhand while pushing the tool forward. By using this technique, you ensure minimum pressure on the tool, minimum vibration in your hand, which means you don't get tired and don't get problem with the joints. You don't fight the work. Wood turning should be a relaxing experience, and if you're tense all over your body, hello Simone, it's not how it's supposed to be. You're doing something wrong. Well, there are, of course, situations when you're in a really special thing, just tense because it's difficult and dangerous, and that means you probably shouldn't do it, but we do it anyway sometimes. So it is relaxing, Michael. I am relaxing. My mind is turned off, which is why I'm able to talk to you guys. And also, I'm just, it's zen for me. It's therapy. All right. As you can see, we are not completely centered. From this side to this side, it's a little bit off. Not much though, but this is what happens when you're off-center with your cuts. What they're doing right now. Oh my god. I think my wife is about to adopt another cat. Hey, Bettina. Hey, Sina. That could be the angry Scotsman syndrome. what's this? I think my wife really thinks that we should adopt a cat. Okay. Trying to get me to... I think they're going to bring home another cat. To bring more home. So, question, what do you guys think? Should we get a third cat? We already had two. Right, so yeah, we just making sure all that. Getting a nice surface. We're really close to... Oh, we are. Let's see. We're just having this little bit corner here we don't have. So I think that's going to be fine. So the bottom, I think it's ready for me. I can take away the tool rest. Not tool rest, the tailstock. Okay, so let's get the bottom straightened up. It's always a nice cut here. So again, heel on, get the tool onto the start cutting, and then just follow the bevel of the tool while you push it through. And remember, the closer you get to the center, the slower the wood moves. Which means you need to push slower through the wood. So let's get the speed up a little bit more because we are really well balanced. I've got a little bit of a convex shape to this back side right now. I'm just going to go slow and steady. Oh, the shaving's coming off here, nice. Okay. So let's see where we are with this. So this is 50 mil. Should be enough to hold this piece. It's a little bit on the small side too, but I am really comfortable with what I do. So I am okay with that. Right now, I'm just don't really care that much about good cuts, bad cuts. Right. I'm just trying to move material. To get into where I can make my tenon. Now, pushing into a tool, a workpiece like this. Let me show you a little bit so we can try to understand catches together. Why does a catch happen, and why didn't I get a catch there? Right. That's a really good way to showing this. Right now, the workpiece is moving this way, and I'm cutting with this tip, and the entirety of the pressure from the timber is going straight into the tool rest. I'm just trying to get that a little bit here to make it clear so you can actually see what's going on. That's a really nice there, right? So, cutting. Let's get that camera down there a little bit better. Right. Oh, that's good. This is really good. So cutting with this part here would put pressure straight into the tool rest here, which means we're safe because it's going down. All right. But if you were to be cutting with this part out here, now the pressure is not going to go straight into the tool rest. The pressure is going to go make the tool roll a little bit. You can see now it's starting to roll, which means you're exposing more of the cutting edge to the workpiece, which means it's going to roll even more. It's going to expose more, and then you got a catch. So the motion of the catch is you're cutting with here, then you're getting close to a corner in here. So you're cutting like this. You're getting close to the corner there, like this rim there. Now we're starting to start to cut with this part here. The pressure is not going down into the tool rest anymore. Now it's going here, and the tool will start rolling. And then it's getting out of control really quickly because you don't have time to react. Right. There are a few ways you can help that not happening. Well, basically, you should have contact with the tool rest and pressure straight into it. But let's say you want to cut with this part out here. Well, if you go like this, and the flute is actually almost perpendicular to the tool rest. Not perpendicular. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, it is, like 9 degrees. Which means if you cut with this part here, you will have the push straight into the tool rest. Now, for instance, let's say you do like this, and you cut with this part to this part, so you get the full length of it. Now you have a nicer balance and pressure straight down. If you suddenly lose pressure from out here, for instance, and only have pressure here and here, then you will get a catch again. So it's always a balance game. So you just saw me just a little bit earlier go in with the tool like this. And that's safe because it is almost 90 degrees like this, which means the pressure is going straight into the tool rest. If I were going in like this, which means I was be cutting with I would have been cutting with this part over here. Like the tenon here, right? So now I'm cutting with this part there. That's nice and safe because that's pressure straight down into the tool rest. As you can see, when we get in here, now suddenly you have contact with this part here, which doesn't have pressure straight into the tool rest, which means it will twist and it will catch and you'll have a nasty time. So the next time you have a catch, stop and think what happened, and then just understand what happened. Because if you understand what happened, it can save you from the catches next time. Right. So right now, if I were going to cut like this, I can do that easily. But if I were to twist my tool like this, and I'll be cutting with the back part of my my grind, then it will do that. Or even if I did this here, I could do that because the pressure goes straight down to it. you can see I'm cutting with about the same part. I'm not cutting with the heel because that's an issue. Hello, Nikolai. So let's see. That's why we always go heel in. And now we have contact, and we can do a nice pull cut. And we can go both ways, which is easy enough. Thing is, if I were to twist my tool going really close to the tool rest and cut with the heel there, the back part of it, I will get in trouble. So always think pressure from your cutting edge straight into your tool rest. Right now I'm cutting with the part that's safe. I can even go a little bit deeper and cut more. But when I get close to my tenon here, I need to stop because now I'm getting really close. And that's dangerous. If I want to go all the way in, I need to tilt my tool up and go like this. And then I can make that in there. If I didn't do that, I would have a piece flying. So there you go. Now I can get rid of this again because we don't need it. And now you can see here, actually, I'm riding on the back side of my tool rest, not the front, not the flat part. You can see that on the tape because of the marks. Right. Okay, so let's figure out a way. Now I have really bad cut here. You can see that's bad. I didn't have proper contact. Anyways, we can fix that because we're going to move any more of it. So let's see, probably a little bit curved into this here. Something like that. And we're going to work on that later. Now we can try to make a nice... Oh, what's going on here? Like that. Sorry about that, peeps. A little nice curve. I think. Remove some material here. I'm going to make a little bit of a cove. And after a cove, we go down a little bit, because that's basic. I'm trying to see the cove there. It's not too bad though. Now, mind you, the lathe is spinning rather slow, which means I have time to perfect my cuts a little bit. I think we can get the speed up a little bit more now.
I'll probably need to take a new gouge reel soon, because this is feeling a little bit off, and I don't like that, so I just want, you know, a nice cotton tool. Oh yeah. Now I need to perfect this a little bit. So going downhill is mean I lift the back of the tool up a little bit. Now we flatten this out, which means I'm pushing the tool handle away from me. And I need to go into a small curve again, which means I'm lifting the tool rest again. Now, careful here, you don't get a catch, because you stop. What we're making today, we're making the moon ball. So the opposite of what we did last time, but with similar methods. So we're going to make I think we're going to make a small bead here into a larger bead. Not a bead per se, but like a cove. Something like that. Right, and I need to refine that a little bit. Why is my tool not cutting? Let me see. Do I need to get... I think I need to try with spindle. So now I'll just bead here. I think that's good. Be really careful here. Just look below my thumb. Oh, there. I cut myself with a chisel just before the stream started. It's all right though. It's getting covered in dust, so it will disinfect itself like that. So that's basic. Right, that's the basic shape of it. Now I need to make sure I get nice and crisp cuts in there. So I'm just going to take that spindle here really, really quickly and just sharpen it. There you go. Yeah. And this really is an old chisel. It was just extremely sharp, you know. Okay, so let's see what that did. See what that did there. Feel it's a little bit better. It's not perfect though. Yeah, there's still something here. I think should be able to. Do this into that. Now, mind you, this is spindle gauge. It's really good for stuff like this. I just need to be careful. Right. There you go. That did it. Come on, get cutting. Just going to refine this shape a little bit. So we can don't have to sand as much. Come on. Okay, so let's see where we are with this. I think we're just going to sand it now. Do a little bit of texturing. It's not the worst I've seen. I mean, this bead here is not too bad either. You know, it's not good, but it's not too bad. Maybe I can go with, let's go 120, 180, 240. It's going to have to be sanded without the machine. And drill, I mean, like I normally do. Because there's too many details. I don't want to destroy or remove. It's a bit of just 120 just to smooth out the surface. Don't you worry, in a little bit I'm going to start playing with color and texturing, so that's going to get interesting. So if you're just passing by and wondering, oh, this is so boring, yeah, it is, but I need to prepare this, otherwise everything else is going to go tits up. I kind of like the shape I got this time. I think it's a little bit better than I got last time, so it's improving. So the 180. I mean, I don't know why I'm too fussed about this, because I'm going to have a texturing tool to it, so I'm just going to destroy the surface anyway. It's just that, you know, it's nice to have something else, you know, a nice canvas. It's like a painter needed a canvas. It's nice to have a good base to work out of when we are doing this kind of work. So let's go to 40, and I think that should be it, really. Good morning, soldier. Yeah, I really enjoyed that bowl I did last time. So now I'm going to make a moon version of the same thing. I showed the Sunset Bowl to my wife, and she thought it was the sensor was one of my casting things. So she didn't like it, but as soon as I told her, well, it's not, she a little bit changed her mind about it. Right, welcome back, Michael. Let's get that there. There you go, it's a little bit better. Okay, so let's see. Let's get this texturing. And I put that in its own drawer, of course. God. This is not good for the texturing tool, I must say. Drop it in onto concrete. No, that's not what I wanted. So that's better. That noise is bad. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I do remember that, you know. You and your grandpa. Yeah, I do remember that. That's really wholesome, and I like that idea that you're making stuff for Grandpa. How are you? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I think this is good. Hey, Torsten, thank you for that. Okay. I think this is good. Just a little dot. Shouldn't take too long. Probably should have made a line for me to follow with this, so it would be a little bit more even. But yeah, you can see, just see the small dots there. That's all right there. That's fine. So let's get some color on this. Now, this being moon, I think I'm going to go. I mean, the midnight blue is really, really dark. But again, I think that's going to be good. So, black, white, silver, and blue. Yeah, exactly, Michael. I think that's about what we should do. So I'm just going to get some gloves on because this could get messy. It would. Michael, it would. It would just be a final thing, properly. But there's nothing wrong with using an Arling tool because basically it's the same thing, really. So yeah, go ahead with it if you have it. Give it a try. I mean, don't try it on your big expensive piece. Just try it out to see if you're happy with it. Oh, this is sky blue. I thought there was really, really light blue. Well, if your grandfather doesn't turn, I believe him. So let's see. Oh, look at that. You can see the grain still. You can see the grain popping through. It's amazing. It's a little bit more. It's not too much though. Yeah, I think it's shitty when companies allowed you to order stuff that's not in stock. So I feel you there, Michael. But a lot of people, a lot of companies does that, and they don't do anything about it until you reach out to them. I mean, the company I work at, we don't do that. Well, if there's something missing, if this is a mistake in the inventory stock, we call someone really, really quickly the same day or the next day that, you know, this happened, this item is out of stock and we're really sorry. We can deduct it from your order, we can replace it with something else, or you can wait. This is an approximate time. This all happens within one work day of you placing an order. I mean, that's what a company should do, in my opinion. If they don't do that, I mean, it's not worth. Now that was sky blue. I think that's a little bit too light, isn't it? I think I want it a bit darker though. Let's go and make it a little bit darker. Maybe add a little bit of this. I don't know if this would work.
But there's a good chance that it could. We all like a good chance, don't we? Oh, that's more like a ghost colour now. Huh. Oh, that's really nice though. That's really nice there. Right. Oh, there you go. That's probably a really good representation of what it looks like. Okay, so now well, the thing is, I don't know what I'm doing either. So I'm just trying stuff out and trying to get it into the direction that I want. Where is the midnight blue? Sky blue, pear green. There is midnight blue. So I think I'm going to add a light colour, a light coat of this midnight blue colour. Because this midnight blue is extremely dark, as you can probably see. But it's blue, but it's really, really, really dark. So I need to be really, really careful and go really, really light. To get the effect that I'm after. I'm going really, really light on the colouring. And I'll stop there and have a look. Oh yeah, that looks a lot more like what I was after. It needs a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, I think, but now we need to go to this camera. Yeah, that's a little bit better color wise. It's something between. The problem is, I have so many cameras. I think theirs about the same. It's a little bit more greenish. So I think that's good. Now, we need to add some ghost effect to it. We need to make those carvings stand out a little bit. But I don't know if it should be silver or white. I think silver would probably be... Good morning, Lion. I think silver would be good. Because this is silver. That's why we use silver here and gold there. So maybe white. So let's try that. Let's see if that's is. It's probably not dry yet though. I need to make sure that is dry. That way we can see the true colours again. Now the problem is I need to recreate this colour pattern. On the front side. There and there I think. Okay. So let's see what this is going to be. I mean, worst case scenario, I can just turn everything away or burn it. So you can always burn it, you know? If it's not good, it's always firewood. Okay, so I think that's close enough. Yeah, too. So my son just came in and told me that his cake is ready, and I think looks really happy because I think they brought home a kitten. So yeah. So I'm just going to use a bit of cloth here because that's the only thing that doesn't break down too quickly. Normally we don't use cloth around the lathe because there's a really big chance get caught on the lathe and you can get hurt by it, so just be careful with when you're using cloth. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. And I mean, the good thing is, it just doesn't take that long to do. The problem is the time you need to spend between setting sealer and lacquer, because this, you know, you have to put lacquer or something on this. Otherwise, it's not going to hold that color in. Nah, no, dude. He is fine. She is, sorry. It's not an issue, not at all. I enjoy it. Family time. I mean, this is what it's all about. So, perfect. Don't you worry, dude. Don't you worry. The kids are driving you nuts today. Well, that's what children do, don't they? No, that's fine, man. I enjoy it. I think it's great that, you know, that you're spending time in the workshop with your granddaughter, and, you know, you're hanging out here as well. I mean, this is perfect. I couldn't think of a better way to spend a Sunday. So that's dry. It's a lot lighter than I thought it would be. But, you know, it's probably not going to be a moonrise. Well, it's full moon, so the light, it's going to be light. But yeah, I like this. I like the colors. I like the patterns. We're just waiting for this to dry. I mean, at least we got 12, 10 people watching paint dry. Lacquer stays clear. Shellac has a tendency to go yellow really quickly. I don't have shellac. In a spray can. I do have lacquer in a spray can. You can tell your mum that I had my 3-year-old using the lathe with me back when I was back when he was young. And when he was 6, he was able to use the lathe on his own. Of course, I was standing next to him, supervising, helping, all that, using a normal gout. So don't you worry, you are able. You just need, you know, you just need your parents to believe in you. If that's dry, let me just give it one more coat at least. This is acrylic lacquer from Hampshire Sheen. It's just an acrylic clear lacquer, gloss lacquer. As I mean, just any acrylic lacquer would do probably. So for me, it's just a lacquer I have, and I use this lacquer. Well, basically, I can tell you why. The nozzle. Look how it sprays. In a fan, like that. It's so good. All other cans I have tried, they go in a round circle, so you get a lot in the middle and not a lot in the side. This is just even. It's perfect. Happy getting yelled at by mum and granny. Oh. Oh. Exactly. I have a few of those. I don't throw away the old ones, so I have a few of them. I mean, the price in that can was the same as the price on another brand, so yeah. It didn't really matter. That's why I just, you know, stick with the one I had. But they're not that's not dry yet, so I'm just gonna keep that going a little bit longer. Let me just get another battery for the heat gun, because that would speed it up quite a bit. And it's probably also time that, you know, we had our drink. isn't it? So Mila and Grandpa, it's coffee time. There you go. As always, in the tiny turner cup. And yes, I do clean it. Team Tiny. And yes, I do pick up the can afterwards. I just have a metal recycling bin in the background. And I can't reach it from here, so I just throw it in that direction. It's next to the door, so I can just pick it up when I go. I think we're close. Yes, it's really, really close. Hello, Axel. Apple juice for me and Pepsi for Pappy. That's cool. Yeah, she had some cool stuff, and she's English based, so go support her, dude. Use my code as a little bit of it's good for you. I don't get a rebate, so it's just for you. So please use it and enjoy it. I'm looking forward to hear that, Michael. I think that's dry now. Get that off. There you go. Yes, Michael is a wood turner as well. He does mostly pins and, you know, a little bit of other stuff here and there, but mostly pins. He's from Scotland. So his biggest problem is he's getting shaving up under the kilt. As you all know, Scotsmen wear kilt all the time. They're like little girls in dresses. It's basically what they are. So let's see. It's not good for me to have Oh, I resent that. Yeah, of course you do, Michael. It's not good for me to have a microphone all by myself.
So let's go. Coffee, because biting people is frowned upon. What do you recommend for turning the first ball? Well, basically, first of all, I would recommend that you watch my wood turning one-on-one tutorial video. Other than that, go with a piece of maple or ash, and don't make a deep bowl, make a shallow bowl. Something like this shape. You can vary it in size, but you know, it's what I would recommend doing. So yeah, go watch that video because there's a lot of good tips and tricks in it, and just basically follow the instructions that I give on most of my streams. You know, so at the beginning I always talk about how to do it, and I always talk about bevel contact. That's a really important thing. Contact with the bevel on the timber. So it doesn't matter if you're cutting with this side or that side. Always have contact with that part. If you're using traditional saw dies, of course. That's true. Always right the bevel, Michael. But you're right, your bevel is what gives you a good cut. It is great, yeah. That sounds about as a good start. Okay. Trying to make a bead here. So just try to get that. Round it over a little bit. It's probably not going the way I thought it would. But let's try and get that little there. Just a little bit, right? Now, this is a spin gouge on a ball blank. Rolling with the curves and trying to get that settle. And that's not too bad now. I mean, I've done worse. Well, also done better. Well, if you're going to go for wood turners, I mean, he is not the best to watch. If you go into general woodworking, old-fashioned style, yeah, he's really, really good. But yeah, other than that, it is what it is, really. So let's see. So we've got the shape there. It's going to go into I think we're going to go into a beat. Try building that beat. Like that. We're going to go rebel and hollow some of this ball out with a spittle gouge. So look at those shavings now. Absolutely gorgeous. They even twist her out themselves. I mean, it's great. Yeah. I know I'm showing off. Well, if you can, why shouldn't you? And I mean, I have you all watching it, so I must be doing something right. Trying to push it through. Get that not the way. So now we have a nice thing. All right, so let's get trying to see how big that moon centerpiece should be. If even I should make it, I don't know, because last time we had this, right? Should we have that again? I could use that in just in totally white and a little bit yellow. The rest is going to be blue faded in. Similar. Okay. So that was a good way to get the cats, right? Now we're doing this. You're almost there. You're taking a really small cut. And you see how close my tool are. If I start cutting with this part out here on that, I would most definitely get a catch. If my float is pointing up like that. But now, if my float is pointing towards 3 o'clock, the chances of me getting catch, even with one hand, is... Oops, sorry. Close to none. Let's just change the gouge again. Mind you, that would be the 4th gouge in what? 1 hour 40 minutes. Good morning, Pete. Welcome in. Mind you, my tools are a little bit above average quality. So it's just a reminder to people, you need to sharpen your tools quite more often than you think you do. Tools. Ugh. Okay, so now we're ready to get the final cut. Now my flute is pointing between 2 and 1, more towards 2 o'clock than 1. That was a really big cut, and I need to clean that up. because that was a little bit way too thick. Big cut like that have a high tendency to leave torn green. I'm really, really close to getting through here. I'm just trying to reduce this a little bit, so I have something to work with when I need to create the moon itself. Funnel Club, yeah, hashtag Funnel Club. We're hoping not to go there. Just making a couple of beads and cleaning them up. Ah, okay, I think that's about right. So let's go speed down a little bit and get that sanded. Yeah, we all been a victim in the Funnel Club. If you haven't done wood turning enough, or you are lying. It's either though. I have quite a few of them laying around. Some more than others. Yeah. It's almost breakfast time. Oh, there you go. I mean, that's worth having a break for. I wouldn't mind having some pancakes. My son did tell me that was cake in the house, but I think he just wants me to come and say hello to the kitten. I think we close. Let me just see. Is there any marks left behind? I need to... basically just get rid of any marks that left behind by the tools. And the next grits of sandpaper is all they do is remove the marks left by the sandpaper. So, and since we're going to use a little bit of texturing again, of course, I think, am I going to use texturing? I'm just, you don't know where the Funnel Club is? Are you joking or for real? Well, a Funnel Club is when a wood turner turns too greedy and go through the bottom of the bowl. And then you have a funnel instead of a bowl. So if you've done that, you're a member of the Funnel Club. I guess you could do that as well. Oh, you kidding now? Well, if you make a bowl and you go through it, because you take too much material out anyway, because, you know, there should be a chance for that to happen, aren't there? Even though you're a wood carver, not a wood turner. Yeah, as a bottomless spoon, you'll never get filled by you if you use it. You just make it into a sieve or something if that happens, don't you? I was just watching the weather forecast. It says we're going to have 4 inches of snow on Thursday. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, let's see where we are. Okay, I think that's good. Okay. Yeah, I can imagine that, Michael. Snow in the Highlands, you go skiing, wouldn't you? But it doesn't happen that often, does it? Got 2 inches in Pittsburgh, 12 inches in Pittsburgh. Ooh, that's a lot of snow though. That's nice. I wouldn't mind that. That would be cool. So the thing is, right now I need to transition that what we have on the other side. I need to replicate that a little bit. Now we have a blank canvas. Or we should... Should we texture this? Should we texture this or shouldn't we? I mean, I got some cool texturing on the background. On the back. We should. Always, Michael, of course, always. Yep. Let's go. It's not going to get a lot of it though, because it's not a lot of room to texture on. Where did I put the texturing tool? Did I put it away? That's a good boy. I did. Hollow form with the inside larger than the outside. Oh, yeah. Why did it move? No?
I think I am. Let's shift it. The wood has bent a little bit, but you know that is what it is. Really, we can't do anything about that. So it's not completely. It's not completely flat anymore, but you know. Okay. So that, and what did I do next? I used some pear green. I know it's a weird combo, but it's what I did. So I kind of need to do that again. Let me just get lit on that. Get some of that ghostly color on. But then we use the midnight blue. And that midnight blue, I'm gonna have to go kind of light onto a bit more heavy. Going into a lighter blue. Right. Into a white. Where'd that go? There it is. Into a yellow hue with the moon in the middle. with a little bit of orange as well. Okay. Right. Now that's a lot of things happening all at once. And let's see if it actually worked. So let's see. Yes, that's the plan there, Pete, but you know, it doesn't always happen like that, does it? Um, the problem is, like from my perspective, if it haven't been tested as food safe, it is, in my opinion, not food safe. So yes, beeswax are not toxic. Some minerals are not some toxic, and all that good stuff. But unless it has a label from a official, it's not something I would recommend. Official testing. So yeah, nothing is food safe unless it has a standard regulative EN mark here in Europe, or food and health safety here in the US or something. I don't know what you got over there, but in Denmark or Europe, it needs to have an EN dash something. I know Michael knows that, which one it is. But yeah, if it doesn't have that, it's in my opinion not a food safe product. No, my gouge is not tested for food safe, but it's not what has contact with the food. The finished product you're using should all have a food safe test on them if you want to use them in contact with foods. That's just how I think it should be. Well, you're right on that. But there will always be some kind of residue there. We keep this discussion going for a long time. I don't think we should. But yeah. But it all comes down to like some people say that they have it has been treated with a food safe finish, and it's something they made themselves, and that's not a good thing. So if a product, if you mix your own finishes, do not call them food safe. You can call them all natural. That you can do. You cannot call them non-toxic. You cannot call them food safe. Yeah, I think that's the right color. That's how it looks. Yeah, you're right about that, Pete. But yeah, but the problem is we had a turner here in Denmark some years back who made his own finishing products And he labeled them as food safe, and he starts selling those fishes to other turners, calling them non-toxic and food safe. The problem was someone got sick, and he got in a lot of trouble for it. So I'm really, really cautious when it comes to stuff like that now. It wasn't me, luckily. I probably wouldn't do that, you know, but yeah. Some people have done it and got in a lot of trouble for it. Yeah, you're right. I probably could have used some silver leaf. I don't have it. I don't even have a gold leaf. Um, I could also have used texturing tool in there. That's good. Well done. Well done by him. Well, you know, you can use non-food safe items. It's fine. You should just tell the client what they bought. So they know this bowl's not for eating, it's for decoration and storaging. Keys and whatnot. It's not for eating from. I like a piece, I wouldn't eat from. You can use it for chips and keys. You're against, not say chips, you would say crisps. But yeah, potato chips. Or fruit, what have you. If you want to eat from it, it's another story. So yeah, just make sure you tell people what they bought and how to take care of the stuff. Oh no. I think I just destroyed the center. That was probably not dry enough. Welcome back, soldier. Yeah, the center has been messed up. Well, I can fix that. Hey, Cindy. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry, I'm just focusing a little bit. Thank you, Cindy. It's really nice of you to say. Oh yeah, now we are here. Oh, if you haven't yet, have a look at my Discord. Um, the links are in the description. That Discord is for everybody that's interested in woodworking, especially wood turning. Though I mean, that's what it's about, and it's for everybody, all content creators all around the world. Everybody wants to your follows. You can bring your follows in there if you're a CC, and you can use it. You can post your stuff, and just let's build a community for wood turners. Ah, thank you, man. Mrs. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I mean, it doesn't really matter what you do, as long as you're enjoying yourself. If you want to turn wood, go ahead, have fun, enjoy it. There you go. You just need a place to, you know, be by yourself and take it easy and all the good stuff, right? Oh, welcome in, soldier. I appreciate that. Soldier just joined the Discord. So yeah, the Discord is for everybody. And let's build a community there. So we can all hang out. Of course, I want the content creator there, but I also want the peeps there. Because without the peeps, the content creator are basically nothing. Oh yes, indeed. Mila sits with her grandfather on Sundays. Watch my stream, and my Vincent grandfather works in the workshop, and they just hang out, had some grandfather time. She is, I think she's 6, yeah. And I think this is amazing. I mean, what's not to like about that? Exactly. We need a lot more women in wood turning. Not because of what you might think, but because women are way more artistic than men. Women often are really, really, really good at, you know, picking up a skill and going with it. And they are open-minded. They don't say, I know everything and I'm the best in the world. There are too many men thinking like that. So yeah, that's why we need more females in wood turning and woodworking. If you learn with your eyes, yeah. Of course it will. I learned with my eyes, so watching someone do it gives me a really good idea on how to do it myself. So for me, that's a big help. So that's why I watch a lot of YouTube. I never had any teaching, anyone teach me about wood turning. Yeah, exactly. Cindy's stuff is amazing. You should watch her sometimes. Mila. She's so good. Of course. And I don't just say that. I mean it. So. You're really artistic. You're a good artist. That's what I mean. You're a good artist. Not artistic. That could sound wrong, doesn't it? But no, yeah. Cindy's is a really good artist. That's for sure. Okay. Oh, there you go. That's perfect. Right? Okay, so let's make a moon, right? Let's make a moon. Vinny, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. She's polite. She acts like she's way older than she is. She's interested. She asks the right questions, and you know, it's fine. I don't mind being a babysitter through a screen. So go on, let her have her fun. You're a very bad artist. I can copy. See, there, exactly there. You and I are exactly the same, Pete. I'm not good with making my own. It's just an alteration of the Viking Sunset Bowl that I did last weekend. So there you go. Hey, Wes, my dude. I'm sorry, I didn't see you come in there, Wes. Welcome in, mate. I didn't see you come in. Where is the alcohol? There it is. Oh. Okay, so, Jesus, we got a bunch of real artists in here, and I'm just winging it. Nice. Yeah, we're just trying our best here. See where it ends up. So, let's see. Oh, lekker, lekker. I need some other. Freestyle is a lifestyle, that's for sure. Get this to dry. Now that's a block moon. Oh yeah, probably right there, Cindy. Well, that was what I was going for, so I'm glad you saw that. Either you saw it or you heard me say it earlier. But yeah, that was the plan from the beginning, to make a moon. Because you know, the sunset needs a moon, right? 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 Thank you, Mila. Have a good day. Enjoy your day with Puppy. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah. I just need this to dry so I can flip it and make the bottom. So I can go upstairs and have cake. Because I know there's cake up there. And I am a sucker for cake. If you want to get me my attention, or do you want to be on my good side, bring me cake. Nothing fancy. Just need butter and sugar, a bit of flour, and you're off to the races. No, but thank you for bringing her. Thank you for bringing her. I really mean that. It's great. It's wonderful. That's stuck. Bam, 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 bam. So let's see. Oops, there you go. So let's get this up on the lathe and get it to make the bottom. Oh, I am in trouble. I cannot put that on here. I don't think I... Or can I? Oh, this is probably gonna end badly. Right. Now, let me show you what I mean. That rim, in that little groove there, is where this rubber knob, the corner of it, is holding on to. It's not on top of it. So the chances of this falling off is extremely high, which means all this work will be for nothing. And there's only 4 rubber bits holding it. It feels safe. It feels good. Is it something I would recommend? Hell no. Yeah, I am as well, dude. I really am. So let's get this done and see. Yeah, the problem with that being, I need to remove it and do things to it. It's not, see, that's not going to hold. I need a vacuum. So, I cannot finish this today. I need a vacuum for it. That's for sure. A vacuum chuck. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I'm not going to risk that. That little lip right there is not enough to hold it properly. So, I'm gonna save this until I have a vacuum chuck, and I will have that next week. Because I kind of need it for other things as well. Luckily, my boss have it, and I can just yank it and use it. So yeah, but the inside's done. Hey, depression. So there you go. A moon, a blood moon. I think I'm going to call this a blood moon. And sunrise. So what do you guys think? A blood moon and sunrise? I think that's cool. So that one little there. So I think that one up here, the big one, is the best color representation of what it is. Of course, the blood moon, I'm going to need to do the bottom on as well. For now, it just looks like this. Still pretty good, pretty cool. Like that color, how it turned out, that's great. It's a little bit more green on the top here than on the bottom. It's a bit more blue on the bottom. But yeah, it still looks pretty awesome. So yeah. So there you go. It's a complete set. And I might have broken a promise. I'm sorry, Wes. I'm not going to be sending you this ball. I hope you can forgive me. I'm going to send both of them. Shooting stars next. Yeah. Either that or the Milky Way or whatever. But yeah. But that was going to be all for today. At least we did something good today. Thank you guys for watching. Stay for the music. It's just a couple of minutes. Hey man, that knife you made is good. Don't you worry about it. Be good to the world. The world will be good to you. Stay calm. Take care. Keep turning. I will see you next time. Peace. Northern winds blow, stands a craftsman where the tall timbers grow, with a chisel like a warrior's spear. Every cut brings the old world near. Hear the Asher in the turning tree, Odin whispering, let creation be. From the north let the shavings fly, under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring, Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost let the wood come alive, Benjamin turns the tales of the Viking tribes.
the shavings fly under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring, Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost let the wood come alive, Benjamin turns the tales of the Viking tribes. Raise your meat to the maker's hand, to the craft and the clan of the northern land. Every bowl is a saga born, carved from dusk and shape till morn. Let the echoes ring of the wood-turning warrior and the stories he brings. Let the world hear the call from the workshop flame, Benjamin Winkle, another name. From the north, let the shavings fly under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring, Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost let the wood come alive, Benjamin turns